Okay, Bonita, back over to you.
Okay, hey, how'd that go for everybody? Anybody make any contacts or feel anything?
Oops. Well,
I love the exercise. I think it's a great reminder every day to, I mean, you don't do it for the benefit you're getting, but it's great to know that you're getting physical and mental, emotional, spiritual benefit just by,
Exactly.
living a good life. Yeah.
oh boy.
Anybody have any comments or
I have a comment.
yes, Mel?
Remember how I told you, like, every day, whatever's going on with me, you guys like cover it. And I had, I told you the other day, I felt like quitting. It was really more that I had something happen that was so painful. And I saw how, oh my God, I have to grow. This is so awful. This really is disguised as a self-growth program, this business. And you covered that. And then, I had trouble again today, and I had to reach for, and I said, in order to make my life worthwhile, I can't take this pain. I have to give service. That is the only thing that makes it worth living, and makes life wonderful. And I just couldn't believe it when you did. This has just been wonderful this morning.
Well,
And I love
Melanie, they also say that in order to have any kind of growth or breakthrough, there comes a point of confusion where things just become so muddled in your mind and you're being pulled in so many different directions and things hurt. And that's the point of growth. That's when it's going to happen. If you don't allow yourself to go through that confusion, and people always think you're an idiot because you're always so confused. No, you're the one that's doing the growing. You're the one that's taking the next step. So just good on you. Keep doing it.
Thank you, Bonita. I love you.
I love you too.
One of
Sandra.
my teachers told me years ago that the only love you feel is the love that is going out from your heart. That you feel the love that you're sending out, not the love that is coming to you.
That's awesome.
That helps us in our business of serving others.
That's great.
The other thing is that this really helped me, like, go in. I went in on Facebook. I made a couple calls, but I was just totally looking at what's going on in their world. You know what I mean? It was just a completely different experience, and I was completely relaxed.
Great. That's great.
One of the things I like to do, especially if I've been home and by myself a lot, is to go out in public. And usually I guess I start at the grocery store because I have to go there once in a while anyway. And complimenting people is a way, just getting them to smile and acknowledge that there's something good going on, and it has to be a genuine compliment, something specific to them, but it definitely brings me up too. I really like, I guess, reaping the benefit, and it kind of gets me out of the shell of being isolated for so long. So I really enjoy giving that compliment.
Awesome, Deborah.
Well, you guys, the other thing too, Tony Robbins talks about what state are we in? And sometimes it can be changed within us just by maybe great music, or seriously, life can be falling apart. But if you can find a way to stand up, get straight, turn on some music that excites you, look outside, see the beauty that's out there. And there's beauty. I don't care if there's 15 feet of snow. There's something beautiful to find, because it can switch your state. And that state is what we carry when we start serving people too. So it can be just a switch that we hit that brings us back into that space of love where we can bring service. And so I love what you're saying, Deborah, because really by giving the smile or getting one back, our state has to be up. If we're smiling, our state has changed. It changes physically from here to here, and you're bright as you can be, ready to be of service. Great training, Bonita.
Thanks.
Loved it.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
May I ask a quickie question?
Sure.
I have 2 tickets to the December, GoPro event, and you guys were talking about a program yesterday morning or Monday morning, and I've got no information about that. Did you
You're
get that off
welcome
of
to
Facebook?
join the mastermind. That happens on Tuesday morning, 8 to 8:30. You go to ASEAUnitedZoom.com and you're invited to be part of that mastermind because you purchased a ticket to GoPro in December.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you're being mentored by about 20 triple diamonds and above, asking questions. And everybody, we had something like 260 people on yesterday. So very exciting way to get together as an ASEA family. Thanks for asking
Wow.
the question.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I love what you said earlier, Melanie, too, about how you were so relaxed when you had a servant heart. Isn't it great where the fear and the doubt and all that stuff goes away when you're not thinking about you, you're thinking about them? Isn't it amazing how calm it makes us? Yeah, great point. Mark, were you going to say something? I know you unmuted yourself. I didn't know if you were trying to say something earlier.
Yeah, I was going to bring up exactly what you just said about what Melanie brought up, how it completely shifts our center and our sense of our being and our identity. It's a much more relaxed place to work from. I had to pull it out just last night when 2 months ago, an old friend of mine contacted me on Facebook, and he lives in North Carolina. He signed on as a preferred customer. Now his wife is a very reputable rheumatologist, and she wound up shooting the whole thing down. And then his own doctor told him to stop taking it. He was just using Renew 28 for arthritic hands in his golf game. But I had to, he had to say, it doesn't work for me. I put it on and it smells like bleach, I think. So instead of going into anything about trying to convince him otherwise, I just said, I'm going to be a servant. Let me take care of this for you, John. His refund is on the way, and he's sending us the 2 tubes from his first auto ship that he's not going to use. And I just had to let go of any preconception of what this was going to turn out to be, his doctor wife using it in her practice, blah blah blah, all those places that we can fantasize about how great someone's going to be. And I just let it go and said, I got to take care of my friend.
Mhm.
It's so good. Mark, it's so good because, there's a takeaway when you do verbally, and you just did a takeaway with product. And so people want what they can't have. So he's probably thinking, man, this stuff probably does work because he really took that back easily. You know what I mean? He was so professional and so unaffected by, what I needed to say. Your friendship wasn't bruised, and the likelihood of not only your friendship continuing, but you're doing business together is much more likely now because of the professional manner you handled him in. And the, times that network marketing gets so weird is when you're doing business with friends and all of a sudden you don't have a friendship anymore because they didn't like your business. They didn't like your network marketing business. So great, very professional way to handle it. And, I think I know you're going to reap the rewards either from that channel or some other channel because you handled it so well.
Thanks.
Okay, everybody. Anybody else have any other last comments, or we'll take off and get to work? All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bonita. Great training.
Thank
You're
you.
the best.
you.